Charleston White just crashed out and walked off a podcast during an NBA Youngboy debate that got really heated. So he was on a podcast with Steiny from the Nelk Boys. And, this was like a weird dynamic because Charleston White obviously got paid to be on this podcast to give his opinions. But Steiny is, I guess, friends with NBA Youngboy's manager. So he's friends with the NBA Youngboy camp. So he brings on Charleston White, like the week that Charleston White has been like going off on NBA Youngboy. And then he proceeds to ask Charleston White about Youngboy. And then he gets too scared to try to like reel Charleston White in or change Charleston White's mind or get Charleston White not to speak about Youngboy after asking him a question about Youngboy.
What you're in the ski, so you're making me think about my close friend Alex YB. What happened? Because I saw some shit where you pulled up.
Oh, you talking about
Did you get kicked out?
You talking about Kentrail?
Did you get kicked out of the
Fuck
YB
no,
concert?
I didn't get kicked out. Hell no, I didn't get kicked out.
So what happened with that?
So I was invited by his camp in him. So me and YB have had a mutual understanding. So he put me in a song like 3 years ago. He said, "Tell Charleston White something. I was raised wrong." So up until that point, I used to be a NBA Youngboy basher. Cause I thought he was angry or crying and whining, and at the time he had a lot of videos where he beat up his girlfriend in the hallway, dragged her down the hallway. He had mama issues. So I said, man, this the young to beat up his mama, his sister, and his girlfriend. And so I used to work with a lot of juvenile delinquents and different kids, and that's how I became familiar with him.
But how can you say something like that and expect to be treated like a VIP?
I don't expect to be treated like anything.
So why is everybody saying that some people kick you out?
Why you believe what people say?
I'm asking you.
That's the first thing a man do. A man don't believe nothing people say.
That's true.
So don't question me about what no say.
Let me ask you a question and think long and hard about this. Have you ever seen a Charleston White interview where the interviewer is being combative that went well? Think long and hard. No, it doesn't exist, okay? The interviews that I've seen where it went haywire is usually when the interviewer is trying to overtalk, interrupt, or push back on Charleston White. For some reason, Charleston White don't really like pushbacks, right? He want to come, he want to speak and leave. He don't really view the interviewer as a participant in the conversation. He kind of views the conversation as him spewing his ideas to the audience, and the interviewer is just a means for him to connect with the audience. But Steiny decided he was going to take this particular Weasley type of interview tactic, which I believe it was a bad tactic, right? Because Steiny, as a content creator, I know what Steiny was doing. Steiny wanted the content. He wanted the content, but he didn't want the content to come at an expense of his relationship. So as an interviewer, here's how you do it, okay? You want him to come on and disrespect Youngboy. That's why you ask the question, because you know what his answer or opinion on Youngboy is anyways. But you want him to disrespect Youngboy, but you also want to appear as if you don't agree with him in the interview when a clip go viral. So hence you still keep that partnership with Youngboy, but you also get that viral clip. Charleston White understands that, so Charleston White is not going to allow Steiny to play the game, right? So he gets hostile fairly quickly, okay? I remember at some point in his interview, Steiny even called Charleston White a hypocrite.
He sound violent. He got 13 bastard babies. He got 13 different babies he done made out of wedlock. Those are bastard children. So you got 13 other children with childhood trauma. We done seen him beat up his girlfriend in the hallway. He in and out of jail. So what the fuck you mean?
Well, no, bro.
Hold on, let me finish. You asked me.
Well, you're being hypocritical because you went to his show.
No, I didn't go to his show. I went to his show to see how stupid it really is in real life, rather than looking and judging it and never seen it. So I was invited. I didn't go. I didn't wake up and say, "Hey, I'm going to an NBA Youngboy concert." I was contacted by his team and DJ Academic to be invited to come make whether it was constructive criticism of my own opinion.
Honestly, at this point, I was kind of applauding Steiny. Like, I was kind of like, yo, okay, Steiny, like, you feel, okay, yo, give him a tough interview, right? Yo, do your thing. But my respect kind of went out the window, to be honest. Like, at first I thought, yo, Steiny was doing this because he's standing on business and integrity and morals and principles. But like, my respect for the interview kind of went out the window. Once Steiny said out of his mouth, "Man, you're going to make it hard for me to go to this concert, Charleston, the way you talk." That's when I realized, yeah, it's not even about, yo, Youngboy is your friend. You stand on business because you love Youngboy that much. Which, yeah, right? Like, yo, if I'm interviewing somebody and they're going off on somebody I love, I'm going to step in, right? I mean, after the interview, right? Like, bro, I'm not allowing you to just slander my friend. But once you let me know what the real intention is, and it's no longer about the friendship or the love, it's about you wanting to be let into an interview, or you're scared or terrified that they will blackball you or shun you, then I can't really respect the pushback, because the pushback ain't coming from a genuine place.
I'm not saying about his fault. I'm saying he dumb, he stupid, he beat up his mama, he beat up his girlfriend, he got a herpes, he making 13, baby. What you mean? I can't judge that.
What I mean is I'm supposed to go to the concert in November 4th. And you're making it.
But you're asking me questions on why I got kicked out. So I'm telling you, you won't let me finish.
You're going to make it so I can't even get in.
No. I wouldn't give a what it making. You're asking me questions as a man. I'm supposed to cower out?
No, I'm giving you the floor.
So, but if you let me explain on what happened, you're asking me what happened, but you keep cowering out. Let me explain why I got kicked out.
This was such a dumb maneuver by Steiny. Charleston White has done 5 interviews with Steiny in the last month and a half. NBA Youngboy has done none. Your media personalities make this mistake time after time. Is they convince themselves that these celebrities are their friends the whole time. They're just using them. So they convince themselves, man, I'm friends with, I don't know, Nicki Minaj. So I'm not going to allow you to say to say nothing about Nicki Minaj, where Nicki Minaj will never do your platform. She will never mention you. She will never talk to you, right? Like, in your head, you guys are boys. So the fact that Charleston White did 5 interviews with Steiny is rare. Charleston White has interviews right now, offers that he turns down on a routine basis. Yo, so if he's doing it, it's either A, Steiny is paying him like $30K per interview or more than anybody else, or he thought him and Steiny were friends. And so once Steiny showed Charleston White, hey, man, listen, man, you on your own, right? I'm here to protect my investor interests, and if that means throwing you under the bus, I'm going to do so. This changed the entire dynamic of that interview, and this changed the entire dynamic of, I believe, Steiny and Charleston White's relationship. This is going to be Charleston White's last interview. I guarantee you. Charleston White ain't coming back to that platform again. It's not happening at all, okay? Because as the conversation progresses, Steiny becomes more insufferable, right? Interrupting Charleston, not letting him finish, trying to protect his pseudo relationship with NBA Youngboy and his manager, even though Youngboy has never came on his platform. And Charleston White, as the conversation progresses, you could see his frustration was slowly climbing. And a blow up was like inevitable.
As black people, he's known to have herpes. He's spreading around. How many of these babies could be born? How many girls got herpes that he done got pregnant by?
I don't know, but I have no baby mamas. I want to make that real
I don't give a damn that we're not talking about you. Don't put it back on you when you just were putting it back on him. And no. You was trying to say I was wrong for talking about it. You was defending him. You're defending the guy you're defending a guy with a STD that's spreading it with 13 different babies that's been promoted. There's been a lot of deaths around him.
Is this factual information, or are you just
I wouldn't be saying it because
I
I can be sued. If anybody know me, you just met me. But anybody know me, if I'm talking and saying it, I don't. No. We just met. But anybody who know me, if I'm saying it right here with this kind of passion, nigga, I ain't making shit up. Nigga, I ain't known for lying.
All right. Well,
I stand on what I say.
Okay. Well, I feel
that's why I talk so boldly. And who I talking to? Them kids y'all suck kiss ass to and try to defend. You right now. Hold on, no. You right now trying to defend NBA Youngboy as if he ain't wrong. He got 13 babies, my nigga. And he ain't been married to no woman.
I didn't even say that. What I said was that how can he take his influence?
Well, you trying to make me sound hypocritical to what you were saying.
Well, no, the only reason I'm trying to make you sound hypocritical is because you did attend his show. So you're
I didn't attend his show. I did not
him.
attend his show. I went to his show to criticize it even more. Not to enjoy it. I didn't go. I accepted an invitation.
Okay.
Hopefully it could.
So what did academics say when you got there and when you left?
He didn't say
Why
nothing.
would academics bring you there with knowing how you feel about it?
He know how I feel. That's why they invited me. Hoping,
so why would he bring you?
If you be quiet and let me answer, hopefully that I could look at this show, maybe see the stage production.
I don't even think that Charleston White has a genuine problem with NBA Youngboy. I feel like Charleston White understands that all you really have to do is go against the popular opinion. Charleston White wore a Confederate flag during the Say Cheese interview. So Charleston White, for the most part, when you listen to him speak his rhetoric, is conservative. Charlie Kirk died. Now he's anti-Charlie Kirk, right? Because Charleston White, now I'm sure Charleston White has actual values and beliefs that he probably applies to his real life. But when it comes to an interview, man, Charleston White is going against whatever is going to get him attention. And that's just a fact. Right, that's just a fact. Now, there's nothing wrong with it because we all do it, right? Like we all make videos because we want attention. We all make videos because we want clout, we want subscribers, we want the money. He's just going about it in a different manner than I believe most people. Okay. Now, as the conversation progresses, this is where Charleston White just got sick and tired of it and just walked out. Right. So they stayed on Youngboy for a while, possibly like 30 or 40 minutes of this interview, and the interview was only like an hour and 20 minutes. 30 and 40 minutes of this interview was about NBA Youngboy. So Steiny like got to a point where he just kept on interrupting, kept on running defense for NBA Youngboy. So Charleston White got sick and tired of it and said, I'm done.
Birdman is making money off of him like he made money off Lil Wayne and the rest of them. So don't talk to me like I don't know what the I'm talking about.
Who is this guy?
Stay out of this. Stay over there.
Stay out of this. Stay out of this.
Stay out of there.
Okay,
Nigga, I speak fact. That's why, listen, I knew this video dropped that Monday. This video dropped Monday morning. The concert ain't nothing to 10 at night. Do you think what most niggas would have been scared to still go to that concert? I went to that concert with no security by myself, knowing everything I said was facts. I'm willing to die. Go to jail for the shit that come out my mouth.
Let me ask you this. You said,
and I travel around this country with no security. I'm a little old bitty. I done dished every rapper, every gang.
I know you do. And by the way,
and I ain't got no security.
I know you don't, but you gotta just.
I ain't gotta do nothing. Keep doing what I'm doing. I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm rich like these rappers from disrespecting the rappers. So why would I change?
That's fine. But for the record, I'm not in the game.
Shut your scared up. I ain't in no gang. I'm a community
no,
backer.
I'm not in the game.
I'm not in the gang. Never been in the gang. I don't have any felony conviction. I was a single father. I'm a youth advocate, a youth community activist that work in the community, and I'm a politician. So I ain't got to be on them niggas' side.
No, I'm just saying. I have no involvement.
You want to go to the concert? Fuck YB.
No, I'm friends with them.
I ain't friends with nobody that I think is wrong.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I'm friends with what's right. So I tell my friends when they're wrong. I don't let my friend be wrong and I not say nothing.
You said earlier that you're not a fan of him, but he's a fan of you.
He is.
So if he reached out to you and said, "Yo, we got,"
he did reach out to me. What I'm trying to tell you, he did reach out to me.
And what'd he say?
How do you think I ended up at the concert? I went to the concert because he reached out.
YB reached out to you? No, I heard everything you said. I'm just making sure.
I done said it many times. DJ Academics and YB and his team reached out directly to me. I ain't going no motherfucking YB concert.
You don't think there's any scenario where you guys could align and maybe help out together and benefit?
Help out what?
Like the youth or help.
I've been doing it 12 years before today.
I know you have.
So why do me and him need to partner to help out to do what? They're not going to let him partner and help out. He's a controlled kid, homie. So he just got a pardon by President Trump. I personally know the woman who got him the pardon. Trump. I personally know the woman who got him Trump.
Whoa.
Give a fuck about Trump. I done been selected to fuck with Trump. But I know the woman who Trump selected to get niggas out of jail. So I'm saying to you, why would me and him partner together when his goal is not to help black people? His goal is to sell records.
So if his goal is to sell records...
No.
Well, listen. If his goal is to sell records and your goal is to help the youth, why wouldn't you come together and try and do both?
When have anybody who really want to help the youth came together with a black rapper and they really helped the youth? That's never worked. A black rapper is controlled. They're not going to let help. They're not going to let a black rapper help the youth. That's why they got somebody like him on stage for the youth to follow. That's why he got a 16-hour day schedule and they tell him who to donate money to. He can't decide to help black people. Once white people start giving you money like that, you can't help black people.
Okay.
They'll cut your money out. Everybody know that.
Okay.
So don't try to sit here and act like because you want to go to his concert. Come on, man. I'm too real for that. You just.
I'm not, bro.
Man, I don't want to do this shit no more. You bullshit. You ain't finna get me on camera and play like I'm wrong for speaking.
Wait, Charleston, are you?
No, pay me my goddamn money so I go. You ain't finna do.
Wait, Charleston, what are you talking about?
Tiny went outside and they had a conversation, and Charleston White came back inside. But the interview was just awkward from that point on. Charleston White really wasn't feeling it. It was kind of awkward tension. Now, I think this is the end of Steiny and Charleston White's working relationship. If Steiny is paying Charleston White $10K for these interviews, this one severely underperformed. It only did about 44,000 views in 22 hours. I'm sure it's not gonna hit 100K, but the way this clip just went viral, it might now hit 100K, but I don't know if Steiny would take that investment again, and I don't know if Charleston White will want to come back to do Steiny after this interview. All right, but y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? But do y'all believe that Charleston White was in the right or was he in the wrong? Let me know. All right, what do you guys think? And if you're still watching this video and you want to do videos like this, I have a step-by-step book on exactly how to make your first $10,000 a month on YouTube. I've made $90,000 in 28 days. I want to teach you how to make your first 10K and then 100K once you get your 10K. All right, link is in the description, as well as one-on-one consultations. This week only is in the description. This is my last week doing consultations. Get it while it's here. If not, I'm sorry, bruh. All right, if you enjoyed this video, then click on this video right here somewhere on my screen here to find out how Big U's son, the Rolling 60 Crip leader, how his son getting shot and killed a couple days ago. is now leading to a very ugly gang war in LA. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.